there's a piece of legislation that is going to be fast-tracked through the House of Representatives next week. And in all probability, it'll pass. The Republicans are all gung-ho with it. It's called the Stop Terror Financing and Tax Penalties on American Hostages Act, but it might be possible to stop this in the Senate. This bill says that the Treasury Secretary, without providing any evidence or even explaining why, can designate any nonprofit agency or organization in the United States as a sponsor or an ally of terrorism, and they would immediately lose their tax-exempt status. Now, that doesn't necessarily put them out of business, but for most nonprofits, that does a lot of damage. This particular law could be used to designate the ACLU as a terrorist organization. The NAACP is a terror-supporting organization. If any of these organizations have ever said anything good about, what's going on, about the Gazans, for example. Although clearly it's not limited to that, because, like I said, the Secretary of the Treasury doesn't even need to provide a rationale. So, serious stuff. Meanwhile, a court in California, after the break, I'm going to share with you my daily take. And in my daily take, I point out that Elon Musk has kind of gone over the top. He's calling for the prosecution of nonprofit organizations who have spoken out, who have pointed out that there is a rather noticeable increase in the number of Nazis on X. Right, on his social media platform. And so he sued. He sued the nonprofit Center for Countering Digital Hate, the CCDH. And the U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer, in a 52-page ruling, wrote, and I quote, X Corp's motivation in bringing this case is evident. X Corp has brought this case in order to punish CCDH for CCDH publications that criticized X Corp, and perhaps in order to dissuade others who might wish to engage in such criticism. Now, that's called basically a SLAPP suit, strategic lawsuit against public participation. Under Musk, X has sued also Media Matters in federal court in Texas. They went to a right-wing judge, and has threatened to sue the Anti-Defamation League, although they apparently have worked things out with the ADL. So keep an eye on this. This was the strategy that Peter Thiel used when he took down Gawker after they outed him for being gay, and he funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker, at least according to news reports. So keep an eye on this. This could be very interesting. Stay tuned. I'll be back with our daily take on the other side of this break. A second reign of terror, Trump's blueprint for ICE home raids.